Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. People are talking. They're getting hyped. I looked at my Apple weather app, and it says maybe 22 inches of snow on Sunday. My fingers are crossed. There's ice cubes in the toilet. My pajamas are inside out. I say bring it on, but I do know this is Maryland, and I do know that this is Tuesday morning, and a lot can change between now and then, but we can hope. I'll tell you, now it is time to bring on the Boomer Trivia. During the Cuban Missile Crisis back in 1963, from what country did JFK agree to withdraw U.S. missiles to avert nuclear war with the USSR? You want to stay tuned? That answer is in a few minutes, but in the meantime, we have some news for you. So, shall we? The Maryland State Police are investigating the death of an inmate at Jessup Correctional Institution in Anne Arundel County. The inmate was identified as Javon Forster, 38, who was found on the floor of his cell and pronounced dead, according to the police. Now, State Police said their homicide unit was contacted at about 7:25 p.m. on the 18th by investigators with the Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services. Foster was declared dead by emergency medical service personnel and taken to the office of the chief medical examiner in Baltimore for an autopsy and for a determination of the cause and manner of death. Investigators do believe that Foster's cellmate was in the cell at the time of the death, and state police homicide investigators are continuing the case with help from crime scene technicians and the DPSCS Internal Investigative Unit. Well, this is kind of cool. No, actually, this is very cool. Sphere Entertainment Company, the state of Maryland, Prince George's County, and Peterson Company say they are intending to develop a Sphere venue at the National Harbor, potentially the second Sphere in the United States and the first to use the company's smaller scale design. The proposed venue would seat about 6,000 people compared with a maximum capacity of about 20,000 in the Vegas Sphere, and would include the company's signature LED display on the outside, or exosphere, along with a high-resolution interior screen and immersive tech like spatial sound, haptic seating, and 4D environmental effects. The partners say that the site would host the Sphere experiences, concerts, and branded events, and they're projecting thousands of construction and operational jobs as well. The proposal includes a mix of public and private funding, with roughly $200 million in state, local, and private incentives mentioned. But organizers did emphasize that the project is still preliminary. There are no final definitive agreements, approvals, negotiated incentives, etc. In other words, it's a big, shiny, and very much in the works project. But I'll tell you, it would be so cool and probably detrimental to my wallet. Delorma Dee Goodwyn, a lifelong Annapolis resident and civic leader known for helping bringing major memorials to life in the city, has died at age 75. Mayor Jared Littman announced her death on Sunday, calling her an influential and passionate member of our Annapolis community, and described her as a friend who brought people together. Goodwyn, an Annapolis High School and University of Maryland graduate, was a founding member of the Caucus of African American Leaders and played a key role in creating the Guardians of the First Amendment Memorial, honoring the journalist and staff that was killed in the 2018 Capitol Gazette shooting. She also championed for the Parren J. Mitchell Memorial outside of the Pip Moyer Rec Center. Carl Snowden credited her as instrumental in creating the Civil Rights Foot Soldiers Memorial. Goodwyn is survived by her husband George, a daughter, and 3 brothers. A new bonus pod we dropped yesterday morning features Tom Guay, author, historian, tour guide, and musician. We probably all know him, but this time he's talking about his historic novel, Chesapeake Bound. And Guay describes a story centered on an Irish naval surgeon and musician driven out of London by a false accusation and forced into a brutal Atlantic crossing that mixes nautical adventure with colonial-era history. The discussion also digs into life in the 1760s, including indentured servitude, heroic medicine that sounds impressive until you remember what posed for treatment back then, and the rising tensions that helped set the stage for the revolution, including Annapolis's furious response to the Stamp Act, Guay also previews what may come next in the series. Yes, there are 3 books planned with an eye toward the Battle of Long Island and the Maryland 400. And here's the best part. He is scheduled to speak this Thursday, that's the day after tomorrow, at the Annapolis Maritime Museum as part of the Winter Lecture Series. Tickets are available at amaritime.org, and you should go because that'll be a fascinating talk. But do give that a listen and then go get the book because that book is a great read. Hey, today is Ticket Tuesday, and I am out because you all jumped on them last week. But do go check out ramsheadonstage.com for some upcoming great shows. I know I just saw that the Zombies are coming back along with Pablo Cruz. I haven't heard that name in a while. I don't want to leave you empty-handed, so how about a $25 gift card to Mother's Peninsula Grill? I'll tell you, they have a fantastic brunch on the weekends, and they have a Grateful Dead tribute every Thursday night. If you'd like a card, get in touch, and I may have one for you. All right, that is a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting all your friends and colleagues know about us. And to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and MacMedics. As for that trivia answer, Turkey. JFK agreed to remove U.S. missiles from Turkey in return for the USSR removing their missiles from Cuba. Smart move. All right, now you just need to chill out because we have George Young and your local Anne Arundel County weather forecast coming right up in about a minute, so hang tight.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Hey everyone, this is George Young with your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief weather forecast for Tuesday, January 20th. Not a bad day yesterday to start off the week across the Annapolis region. And while it will be really cold out there today, the rest of the week will be fairly nice by comparison, with all eyes on a possible snowstorm this weekend. Look for sunny skies today with highs only in the mid to upper 20s, with breezy winds making it feel more like mid to upper teens, with more breezy winds expected tomorrow at times as temps climb back to around the 40-degree mark. From there, we might see temperatures around the 50-degree mark on Thursday, with more sunshine ahead of mixed skies, and upper 30s Friday, with very cold conditions then expected this weekend, with highs only in the upper teens to low 20s, with a chance for snow both Saturday and Sunday. But it's only Tuesday, and this is Maryland, so stay tuned for updates each day this week, as the only near certainty right now is that it will be cold enough in all locations for snow to fall. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young for Eye on Annapolis Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net/weather for the latest conditions and forecast information for the Annapolis region, so you can always stay weather informed.
There are more than 500 pets in the care of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County that need good homes, and they have so much to offer the rest of us. At Annapolis Subaru, we are committed to helping the SPCA see that these animals stay safe and healthy. All year long, Annapolis Subaru partners with the SPCA to host pet adoption events, sponsor vaccination clinics, and community events. We feature pets on our weekly Canines and Crosstreks podcast. Our associates and our Subaru customers show up in packs at the Walk for the Animals and Lights on the Bay events. You can help our SPCA find loving homes for these pets. Volunteer, donate, foster, read a book, scratch some ears, or rub some bellies. Show up for the pets in the care of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.